Hi guys, we're sitting here. This is Chiang my fruit winter, and we've all been on a cycle today. And when I was coming back from the cycle, a long cycle, I got lost in the dark and didn't know where I was. Eventually, I found a night bazaar, and I was walking around the night bazaar, and I found a fruit stand with guac fruit juice, and I've never had that before, and it was amazing. And then I saw a man that I thought I recognised from YouTube and other things, and we got chatting, and he's here hanging out with us now. So, if you want to introduce yourself and maybe say a little about who you are, what you do.
Yeah. My name is Koral, and I ran into this lovely gentleman. He recognized me from YouTube. I have done several YouTubes with Dan McDonald in my fruit farm. I have a tropical fruit farm in Southern California. It's outside of San Diego, and I grow lots of tropical fruit. And the reason why I do this is because I really believe whoever feeds us and whatever foods that we consume is charting our health destiny. And at a very young age, I witnessed my family and my parents and a lot of friends dying at very early ages, and I made a vow to myself, because I felt I had a greater calling for being here on the planet, that I wanted to maintain myself in a way where I maintained and I created the most optimal source of energy for myself, that I could be vibrant and healthy as I grew in age, chronologically. But basically I feel that the limitation is about numbers, and the greater purpose of being here is to break through all those numbers of limitation and just be a cosmic being that is coming from a soul level and here for a purpose of making this planet a better place.
And you've been on a vegan path for a long time, and more into raw foods. Do you want to let us know a little about?
Yeah, I left Chicago back in the year 1968, and I joined a vegetarian conscious community, and we lived 68 strong in a group of houses. We lived together, and we had a vegetarian restaurant, and I learned to love animals and not eat them, and that began my journey. And through the years I've unfolded and become more conscious about the way I eat, and gradually got more into various kinds of diets, and I've really discovered that for me the optimum source of food is in its raw form, because it's putting the food through the least amount of processes, and it is assisting me to rejuvenate myself on a cellular level. As we age, we lose enzymes, and what it takes to digest food, especially large amounts of cooked food, it takes our enzymes. And it's just like having a savings account. Once you deplete your enzymes, you're depleting your life force, and as a result you don't have the vibrancy and the electrical charge that we need to really sustain us and to be healthy as we move forward towards returning back to God. And that's what we're all doing. But the idea is to optimize the journey and leave an impression on this planet that you found it in a way and you contributed it in a way that you created a better place to be. And that we and part of my inspiration is to give to others, to, if I could educate them from the amount of time I've been in my body, which is, I'm turning 72 right now, that it gives others an opportunity to gain some of the insight and the wisdom that I've gained through the journey of conscious behavior, to be able to assist others with possibility, inspiration, or thoughts, or even ideas, to assist them to have their journey to be easier, clearer, and to clean up the karmic patterns that we've been living with and working with on this planet.
That's excellent.
So I really feel that we've all done the best we have been able to do, and our mentors and our parents and our teachers and doctors, they've all created knowledge to assist us to be the best person we possibly can. But I really feel a lot of that knowledge and information was limited. And like what I was talking to you before is about almost creating a new language, and what the language is, it's a language with the universe, and a language coming from a higher power. And what I was also talking to you about is we're all having a human experience wanting to become spiritual. And the more we can live in spirit and take care of our temple, which is our human body, then we could really be an instrument of the divine to create a higher vibration. And that's what we're all doing on this planet. Even people that are unconscious, they're wanting to lift their vibration. And that's why people that are doing alcohol and various types of eating animals, and what they do is they're looking for relief by drinking, for instance, alcohol, or they're going to a lady of the night to try to relieve themselves, because what they're wanting to do is lift their vibration. But ultimately, I think it's like one of the things I've learned at this Tantra Yoga workshop, this Tantric workshop, is that it's
72 years old and going to a tantric.
The idea is to keep your semen, to keep your seed of energy, and to use it for your greater power, and not to release it, but to also have a orgasmic experience that it goes into your mind and your body, which actually strengthens you. Because what we want to do is take that testosterone and be strong enough to be sensitive. And the idea is we need to be strong in our physical, but we also have to be gentle in our mental, in our emotional. And the idea is to marry all together to really create a whole you. And one of the videos I created was called The Renaissance Man, and just showing how we could master many aspects of living life, and we could express many of them in a way where we're really expressing our gift for others in various unique ways. And one of the things that, many of the things that I've tapped into is being a writer, being a public speaker, being an artist, being a salesperson, and basically just whatever I put my energy in, just like any of the great artists like Picasso, he was able to be multifaceted in the fact that he was able to create all kinds of different forms of art.
Like, you were telling me earlier on as well, it takes discipline, not discipline.
The thing is, it's about focus, and actually to arrive at the conclusion of excellence, it doesn't take discipline, it takes blissipline. And what that blissipline is having the joy and the passion for whatever you're choosing to do, but to do it 100%. And wherever you're at in the moment, to really give your all to whatever you're doing. Like, for instance, this lady came to visit me, and she said she was very depressed and feeling suicidal, and I said, just be where you're at and allow yourself to be at peace with wherever you're at. And you don't have to like jump out of your skin, and realize that wherever you're at in the moment will not last, because the next moment you're going to be someplace else. But to plant the seeds to be able to get to another place of a higher vibration that gives you greater joy and a greater connection to purpose and fulfillment. That's what we're all striving to find, is fulfillment, and to do it in a way which is very unique to who you are.
So if people want to, find out about your art and your farm and everything else, do you have a website or anything?